Okay guys, in today's video I will be showing you how to install LED lights under your dash and under your back seats in your car. My way is a little bit less traveled. Most people use ADA circuits and they go into their fuse box, and you have to find certain fuses that are on when the car is on so you don't have problems like a dead battery and all that. And today I'm going to show you my way that I find to be a lot simpler, and here we go. Okay, so as I said before, a lot of people decide to use the fuse box to install any lights within their car, or therefore outside if you're doing underglow. And I find that there's a lot of disadvantages to it. One, if you have a lot of lights, you're going to be dealing with a lot of fuses. For this you have to buy extra fuses. This is actually a pretty big one. Most cars today have the low profile, or the ones that are even smaller than that, the fuses. And the one advantage of it would be is some people like them to turn on with the headlights. You can do that, but I like to turn mine on whenever I feel like it. And so that's not the way that I really recommend. And here's what I do over here. This is a thing that I found many years ago, that it is called a power port. And as you can see, it has 6 little ports all the way up, and it tells you positive and negative. And what the best part about this is that it plugs in right into your cigarette lighter, as you can see right there. It plugs in right to your cigarette lighter, and on that there is a master switch, so you can turn all these off. And I got this one right here. It was kind of hard to find this item. It's not everywhere. I first started buying them at Walmart when they were $12, and then they were out of stock and they never carried them again. And then I started looking around and found them on eBay from a place called Pilot Automotive, and they were $6 there, free shipping. So I picked up a whole bunch of them because I have a lot of lighting projects. You can actually use these indoors also. What you do is you get a wall plug-in that is adaptable to a cigarette lighter, and you can actually use these for TV areas, your bedroom, anything like that. And so all you have to do is, here's the lights here. I will explain where I got these in a little bit. The strips, they're 1 foot and they're 50/50. That's the size of the SMD. That's one of the biggest sizes they have. They have a bunch of smaller sizes. If you've ever bought these before, you know what I'm saying. And then here's the wire here, positive and negative. And then all you do is get some wire like this at any hardware store. I got mine at Lowe's, and this is 18 gauge. Now you can even use 22 gauge. It's thinner, but it still works. And I got a 50-foot roll of it just because I have a lot of projects that I do personally. And then what you would do with this is you'd strip back the covering, and then you strip back the wires. You would then bring these together with some wire caps. I will show you how it is in my car here in a little bit. And then you would, of course, take a small Phillips screwdriver and you put the wire in and you tighten it down. And then you press this button here to turn it on, and then you have power to your lights. Now here's a pair of wire strippers that I use. I got them from Walmart. They work very well. Has all the different gauges there, and then of course a little area there that's like a set of pliers to cut. And this is a trick that I use for the back seats. Now it can be a little bit complicated to attach these. This may seem cheap to some people, but this is how I do it. I get about 3 feet of Velcro from Walmart. You can get it anywhere, craft store, that's more convenient for you. And the bottom of the seat is a felt for me. So what you want to do is you want to get the tacky side of the Velcro, and then you are going to stick that above your seat, and then you're going to have your light strip, and you're going to put the light strip on the Velcro strip that is already attached to the seat with paper clips. And I will soon show you how I did that, but that is a trick for me. You can do whatever you want. I'm just saying that's how it worked for me. And now I will go show you guys the setup inside my car. Okay, so here's the power port within my car here, and as you can see I have all the wires going to it. Now you may see a little bit of green and yellow there. The first time I bought wire, it was a 22 gauge and there were 4 wires within the strand. It was actually security system wiring, and so I just used what I had and made green negative and yellow positive. And then, as you can see, the wire, I take it in behind my plastic panels, and it's nice with these newer cars because the panels are pretty cheap. And as you can see here, I have the wire going up to it, and then there is my light resting right on the brim of the dash. And I will have to also explain to you about the lights. That is a very prominent thing. And I have something here I wanted to show you. That's what it would look like if you used the fuse box. That is the ATA circuit there. I use it for my remote turn on for my subwoofer. But as you can see, there it is there, and I have all my buttons pressed, and I just hide it down by my seat here. And then I will show you where it is with the cigarette lighter. Luckily, I have a cigarette lighter right in my center console here, and you can see that I just have it plugged in right there. As you can see, the master switch. And then I drag the wire down through the side here beside the seat, so it's all nice and hidden. And then I take it down and through, and then we have the power port resting right there. Okay, and here it is for my back seat. As you can see, it's more of a cheaper felt compared to the nice cloth that's up here, and it wraps in and around the seat for coverage, so it looks nice to the viewer. And here's my strip of Velcro with the paper clips attached to it, and here's the light on the back side of it. And notice how I angle the majority of the paper clip back so you can't see it popping out from the seat. And I have it in between the lights so it's not blocking. And then I just put it back a few inches in underneath, and it makes a nice glow. No one can see what it looks like in underneath. And that's a nice little trick that I have been doing for a long time and did for many friends. Just thought I'd show you what I have in my house here, guys, what I was talking about for more interior lighting. As you can see, I have the wall plug-in to cigarette lighter adapters, and I have them plugged in. And then here are my power ports right there with the wires going to them. And I will show you the wire caps on a more in-depth view here. Okay, here's a shot of the wire caps. Obviously, this is the yellow and green wire that I showed you guys before. I used it for a long time before I switched to the 18 gauge. And so this is what it looks like. A small tip that I'm going to have for you guys: the wire that goes to the lights right here is a braided wire. That means it's a bunch of little strands all put together. This wire is solid wire. So I'm going to show you guys real quick. Let me take the wire cap off. So basically what I do, the black wire is the braided and the green is the solid wire. I basically make a hook out of the solid wire because it makes it better for getting a grip with the wire cap. And then all I do with the braided wire is simply strand it around so that when it does create connectivity and the electricity goes through, it'll have continuity and then it'll catch. And that works for me every time because sometimes the wire is a little thin, and I have 22 gauge wire caps here, and that hook really makes it catch nicely, and that's another trick I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, just to go over some information and some prices with you guys, we'll start with the power port. I got that off of eBay. I will put the link in the description below for this. It was $6, very good deal in my opinion, and just very convenient to work with your lights. Now, with these light strips here, I got them on eBay from China. I get a lot of my things from China because it's cheaper, and if they weren't good quality, I wouldn't get them. Let's just say that. So way back when I was doing this 2 years ago, I started, it was 8 of them for like $5. Well, the prices have gone up mainly because this is a more popular thing to do now. People are putting LED lights in their house and their cars and all kinds of things. So now I can get about 4 of them for $5. You just have to look around. I personally chose blue for my lights, And so just there are many people on eBay there that you can go with and look at. And so then the next would be the Velcro here. I got at Walmart. It was about $3 or $4, and it was in the arts and crafts section, you know, where the cloth and yarn and all that kind of thing is. And with this, I got it from Lowe's, as I said. It was a 50-foot roll of 18-gauge wire, and it was $15. It was way better than buying it by the foot for like 33 cents. And then, of course, I got my wire strippers at Walmart. They were $5, and if you are still going to go with the fuse, I got this Add a Circuit for 99 cents from eBay. I know at Walmart they can be like $6 a piece, so definitely want to look into those types of things to save some money. But that was the prices on everything, and now I'll show you guys a shot at night to see how it looks. And here's the final product. Now, I usually just keep mine on at night. I'm not one to have mine on during the day, but you can do whatever you want. It's not a huge energy consumption. I went with blue with my lights. It looks purple on camera for some reason, and I don't know why, but it's all right. And here is the back seat. We have it glowing nicely down and under. As you can see, you can't see the paper clips. Can't see the paper clips or anything in under there, and it gives a nice glow. I just have this rug here to protect the carpeting. And you may notice that I have a little light in my center console here. Well, another trick that you can do if you want is you do the same wiring, you do the same, plug it into the power port, but it is a little panel, LED panel, and it's hard to focus on there, but it just is a piece of double-sided tape on the back, and it has a little adapter that it plugs into. I don't know if you guys know what I'm talking about. If you bought it before, then you do. But then I drilled a hole in behind, took the center console out. The center console is still out of my car, if you noticed. I just kind of like the raw look of the vehicle. As you can see, there's the wire caps right back in there. I don't know if you can see that from the glare. But yeah, that's another trick if you want. I also got that on eBay for just a few dollars, and you can get quite a few colors within that. And that's all for this video, guys. I would appreciate if you would check out my channel. I have a few other videos on tips and tricks for cars. Subscribe if you'd like. I'd highly appreciate that. And I'll see you guys in the next one.